Welcome to session 6 of the Oasis of Your Blooming Heart Summer Qigong. And as we begin this session, I invite you to do as we always do. Start to soften your body. Begin to open your field, open your perception. Start to feel your body soften and open as you breathe. As you comb through the field, preparing ourselves to begin, we are shifting our attention from where it has been to being present here in our body. And we're shifting our perception and opening our perception to release and let go what we do not need in our practice today, and to soften as we breathe so we can allow ourselves to receive the wisdom and the gifts that's here for us in our practice and in our oasis. Summertime is the realm of the heart, and a safe heart, a healthy heart, is a safe heart. So as we're preparing for this practice in the realm of the heart, of our blooming heart, we are coming in contact with what it feels like to feel safety and protected, and to feel like we can express and open ourselves to love, and to love more fully self, and to love more fully others. And so you find yourself at a gate of your safe and protected, loving heart. So as you feel into this gate, what needs to be released here? What false shields of protection, what armoring, what needs to be laid down so that you can have healthy boundaries and feel safe and protected from within. So at the gate of your safe and healthy heart, what needs to be laid down here so you can have truly healthy boundaries and maintain an open heart? And when you have an idea of what that might be, even if it's clear or not, bringing your hands and feet together as you listen to your heart. And when you're ready, simply breathe when with a humble bow, empty out, letting go, releasing everything that's ready. And once you feel like you have let something go, you've given it to Gaia, you've put it on the compost pile, there's a natural lightness and buoyancy that happens in your body. So feel your roots on the earth as you inhale and rise. As you unfurl, as you emerge like a beautiful flower turning to the light. Mm. And when you're ready, we step across the threshold and we stay in this soft, gentle exploration of the field as we play in the water waves, as we play in the summertime water and this sweet waters that are flowing through our oasis, creating our oasis, this landscape that we want to be in, this environment that we want to explore and learn more about and play with, letting this water moisten us and keep us soft and humble and help us to slow down so we can truly feel and come in contact with this great love and with this magic that's all around us, and the beauty and the joy and the form. We're playing with the formless energy. We're bringing our heart's desires, which are formless desires of thoughts and feelings, and we're bringing them into form through our Qigong practice, through our body. So we're about to drop into the world of form. So go ahead when you're ready and start to drop into knocking on the door of love and come in contact with your body, with the density of your body. And as you do, just create space in your body, move in a way that feels really good so you can open your spine, open your body. You can continue this releasing process of wringing out the stress that's in your held in your tissues, held in your spine. Allowing your breath to help carry this tension out of your body. And even if we're in the releasing, we're still also in this activation. So allowing your body to become alert and awake and aware and tuned in and turned on. Right? Activate your presence, activate your form, bringing one hand up to your chest and keeping that other hand down at your low back where you connect the deep places with yourself. And now bringing them up to your chest where you're connecting with your heart and connecting with your lungs so you can connect with the outer boundary. We're working with healthy boundaries, and we know that Wei Qi, our guardian Qi, is associated with our lungs, but it's also associated with our spleen and kidneys. And when we're touching this connecting point between kidneys and lungs, we are activating this inner protector, this inner guardian. And we're anchoring this energy of immunity and health and vitality in our body. And we're going to let our hands come back down to our abdomen. Whew. And we're going to drop into water waves. Drop back into water waves, back into the formless, back into the field of beauty and magic, and love. As we let this water nourish and bless and moisturize and cool us down so we're refreshed, replenished, revitalized. And we have enough water to drink on our journey. And we gradually, so gradually, let this current flow right beyond, right through us. And even though the current is flowing past and things are happening, we are being trained on how to find our center and find stillness, even in movement and busyness. So we're just going to simply allow ourselves to move towards stillness without any abrupt stopping, without really doing anything, just allowing this movement to unwind, come to completion, work itself out. Just because the world is busy and we have a lot to do, we don't have to do it all. Most of it gets done without us doing anything. Your heart beats and you don't have to do a single thing about that. You're growing, you don't have to do a single thing about that. You're constantly changing, there's nothing you have to do. You're breathing even, and there's nothing you have to do. So drop into non-doing, wu wei. Feeling the stillness. I love this part. Well, we're gonna keep going now. Opening your stance a little wider. Sitting, it's like you're sitting down. Top of your head is lifted. Your knees are going out. Your hands are on your hips. Looking down at a 45-degree angle, you shift your weight, turn your waist, move like a river. Your legs are strong and your spine is fluid. Your legs are strong and they push your weight from side to side, and then your spine responds, your head follows, and you are feeling this power of the strength of the undercurrent and the fluid softness of your spine and the power of a river, really feeling into the generative power of the strength and gentleness. And I would say this is a building or an activating, a warming up, but you could still use this as a release if there's tension in your spine. Mm, mm. And now we're going to start to slow this down and return to center. And we're going to keep our low stance, and we're just going to sit here for a second, developing strength, stamina, endurance. With summertime is a lot about hard work. You just got a lot of work to do. So holding a stance is part of that. You just got to work for a second. And then you make it fun, like summer, with a smile on your face. And you make it fun and playful, like the youthful summer, playful, and you like make silly faces and laugh and have a good time while you're doing the work. That's a kind of a part of a light, joyful heart. That's part of the monkey energy that's really associated to summer. So turn your toe, your heel, inhale, exhale, and press as we stretch, as we coil, coiling snake, looking behind you, stretching, separating your hands from one another, lengthen your spine, breathe into your spine. Inhale, adjust your feet, keep your hands low, return to center. Inhale, exhale, toe, heel, turn to the other side, press and stretch, separate your hands. Breathe into your spine, coiling snake. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, adjust your feet. Your return to center, hands are nice and low. Sink down into your stance. Hold it for just a moment. Breathe. Feel the heat, feel the strength, feel the fire. Feel that beauty, that aliveness in you. A little slower. And then when you inhale, you rise up. Gather your hands, let that heat rise. Capture the heat. And then if you want to bring your feet in, you can. Walk them in just a little bit, capturing that heat as it's rising. And then gather it down. Gather it down, collect it down, pull it back down. Collect it. That's power you just generated. You want to harness that and harvest that. You're working for that. Bring that to your lower dantian to nourish your life, nourish your batteries. Fill your cup. Beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and start to tap our heart, activate our heart. Ah. Ooh, ah. And we're going to go down. And for time's sake, we're just going to go down the heart channel and up the heart protector channel on the arms tonight. We're just going to go down, really focusing here on our elbow, wrist and palms, and then the back of the hand, back of the elbow, shoulder, right here at the clavicle. And we should do the heart. The heart starts right at the armpit and then down. Opening up these lines, these meridian lines. And we'll go to the other side, right below the clavicle, right at the heart, on the armpit, and then down at the elbow, and the wrist, and palm, and back up. Ooh, activating, stimulating, awakening, clearing, enlivening this vitality in you, coming in contact with it. Woohoo! Last one. Back to our hearts just for a moment. Up and down your sternum. Ah. And giving yourself a rest and feeling this activation, this aliveness, this joy, seeing it as beauty and joy and love, attuning to the frequencies of love. And we are working with healthy boundaries, so let's establish our inner gate and our outer gate. We've done this before, where you put your hands here and knock your hands. Let your palms be soft and you're knocking remember the outside of your body is your outer gate. That's more like your Wei Qi, your physical protection. Helps you with your immunity. And your inner gate, the inner part of your wrist, let's go ahead and switch sides. Your inner gate, that's your inner gate, that's your emotional protection. So just like you have a guardian chi that protects you from pathogens and viruses, you also have this energy to protect you from other people's strong energies and toxic emotions that are swirling through the air. So you're creating this healthy boundary. And then when you're complete, after you've done this, pause and then open your hands and then turn your hands down and settle it all to the ground as you rise up. And it's like you've cleared the space and you have put it down. Perfect. Okay. And so now we're going to come in and we're going to swirl and open our body just a little bit more before we go into the form. And so your mind goes like water down all the way down to your ankles. And for time's sake, we're only going to go in one direction tonight. So drop your mind here into your ankles, making soft, smooth movements so that you are activating these bones and ligaments and these joints and this place in your body to really bring in a sense of balance. And let this energy rise up into your knees, giving you a sense of mobility. Listening to your body and tending to your body in any way that feels right and healthy. And now coming up to your hips and your pelvis and your body. Just really feeling how big, how spacious this might be. You're listening in. How are you feeling when you're moving? And this is another cleansing. We spend so much time cleansing and clearing because we pick up so much debris in the world. And energy hygiene is very real, just like we brush our teeth twice a day. We wash our hands so many times a day. This type of stuff is super important. So bringing this energy up now through your waist and up through your chest and up into your heart area and your ribs and feeling your shoulders and your neck and letting all of this start to move and swirl while you're also swirling your hips and your knees and your ankles. And this is becoming one of my favorite movements because I can feel this in my life so much. Feel my business swirling and my relationships and my home life and my other business. It's all in my own body. It's all that's just my stuff, not even counting anybody else's stuff I interact with. Whew. And so finding our center while we move creatively through these experiences, keeping ourselves open and graceful and harmonized. Whew. So as we breathe down now, exhaling down and carrying with it this energy down, is pouring down out of our chest, down, down, down out of our waist, Down, 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 out of our knees, down, 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 out of our ankles, down, down, as if you could pull a plug into the roots and let this energy flow like water through you as an open vessel. Clean, purified from the inside. Dropping our awareness back into our breath as we start wave breathing. Breathing deep down into your belly. Breathing in, feel your abdomen expand, your ribs, your chest. And then as you exhale down, feel your chest fall, your ribs and your abdomen draw back. Noticing that pause and like a wave breathing. Filling your torso and your chest. Breathing like a wave all the way down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And when you're ready, we prepare to stay in the wave breathing. We prepare to spread our feathers, so we soften our knees a little and let your hands glide in front of you. You allow your natural inhale to come on its own, and when it does, you inhale and you gather the energy. You sweep your hands around, you bring your fingertips close to your body, and then you spread your wings as your hands stretch away from you with your pinkies coiled up. Softening, inhale, gather. Exhale, stretch. Tuck your chin, lengthen the back of your neck. This does not have to be tight, but it wants to be engaged. Let's do this one more time. Inhale. I literally think of it as coiling out, wringing out the debris out of the muscles, ligaments, and tendons of the arm and shoulders. Bring your fingers together, point your fingertips toward you. Drop back into wave breathing, find your own rhythm. Inhaling, and on your next exhale, simply lower your ear to your shoulder. Complete that breath, chin to your chest. Staying on that side, continuing with the wave breathing. Roll your ear across your shoulder toward the back. And rolling your ear back and forth, chin to chest. Back and forth. Releasing the tension in your head, neck, and shoulder. If you have a lot of tension here, exhale with an open mouth. And you could do the heart sound. Always listening to your body, moving in a way that's appropriate for you. And it might be that you modify certain movements. On this next exhale, roll all the way through chin to chest and come up the other side with your next inhale. Lingering in any spot that wants your attention. Taking your time with your breath. Breathing and relaxing. Opening, releasing, letting go. See, we may not think of this tension as a false shield of protection, but this is exactly a false shield of protection. Things get stressful and we get tight. We're bracing ourselves. We grip the steering wheel when we drive. We clench our jaw at our desk. We hold a lot of tension in our shoulders. And when we can soften this, our heart has more room. Last one. Exhaling down, chin to chest. And when you're ready, just soften your arms. Let your head rise up the center. And we're just going to ride that wave. I don't know what you feel, but I always feel my arms open up. And that's why that version of Spread the Feathers is specifically for the heart channel. You can feel the under part of your arm want to rise. And so now we're dropping into opening the flow. We're exploring. And so exploring means listening. Listen to your feet, how your weight shifts. Listen to your breath as your hands rise. Your weight shifts towards your heels a little bit. Energy rises up your spine. And then as you exhale, the energy flows forward. As you come forward, as you inhale up, letting your wrist be the leaders, letting your fingers follow. Open the flow. And so tonight we're going to flow through this form, this whole form, more seamlessly and fluidly. So we're about to transition to open the flow in the 6 directions as your hands rise. Drop your elbows. Exhale and press. There's a little sitting down. Open your eyes. Open your palms. Now inhale, soften, receive. You rise gently, but not all the way. And now you exhale and you grow from the inside out, and you also from the outside. You're being pulled to the light, and you grow and you lift and you expand. And you inhale and you receive and you draw it in. Turn your palms to face each other. Listen to the space in the palms of your hands, the space between your ears. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling, lowering your hands down, listening to the space between the palms of your hands and in the middle of your chest. Inhaling, exhaling, letting your hands float down in front of your lower Dantian, listening to the space between your palms and the space in the middle of your abdomen. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, open the flow. And push. Receive. Reach and grow. Inhale, receive, draw in to your central channel. Let your hands float down all the way through your body, all the way till you're ready to open the flow again in silence. Once your hands make it to the bottom, hold your Qi Ball. Step out, shift your weight, turn your waist, back of your hand sweeps across the field. Turn that left hand, palm facing you. Draw the energy toward your Dantian as you shift your weight to the left. Turn your waist. Let this energy come through the front door and through the back door as your other hand sweeps across. Tigress gathers her cubs, moving through the space, sweeping the field and sweeping your Dantians. I renamed it, this is not the official name, but sweeping the temple. And when we're down here, we call this, or I call this, sweeping your temple floor. There's a humbleness, a simplicity of creating an open and beautiful space in your body where fresh energy comes through the front and the old energy goes out the back. Eventually, it'll just be fresh energy in and out. Sweep your temple floor. Energetically tending to your body. Shifting now, flowing further, flowing now up to the chambers of your heart, to the main room of your temple, the grand hall of beauty, the chambers of beauty and love and light and compassion and spaciousness. Breathing in and bringing in fresh light, fresh love, as if you're bringing in a fresh bouquet to the chambers of your heart, into this oasis. Letting new energy come in and old energy come out, those old shields, those false shields, so you can have truly healthy boundaries and a true definition of self. And your hands sweep up now to your upper dantian, opening the windows and portals of your mind, opening your crown, the spiritual center, your corona of light, opening your portals of your mind to see and understand what you could not before as you bring fresh new energy, fresh new ideas, higher visions, the big picture. As you clear out your mind, the clutter and the overwhelm, things become clear and simple. Opening the windows of your mind. That if your temple had a watchtower, a steeple, and there was a light on top, clearing the clutter. And now we start to sweep back down. Sweep back down to the chambers of our heart, bringing that higher mind, that newfound wisdom, that new clarity into this open, spacious room of love. Infusing our heart with the illumination of our spirit mind. And now as we come down, we're infusing our body with this energy of spirit, mind, and great love. And we're pouring it into our temple, the foundation, the very foundation of our being. And now we're starting to transition. And so we simply walk your feet in a little bit and bring your hands in front of you. You're just simply letting your hands go to the midline and pull it in. Midline and pull it in. You're thickening the chi, thickening the chi, making this movement softer and smaller as you thicken the chi right in front of your lower Dantian. And then you get to a point where you can hold your Qi ball, and I bring my feet together. I hold this Qi ball, and I let the backs of my hands touch, and I allow my fingertips to trace my body and arrive at my heart, this blooming heart. Taking a moment to allow your heart to bloom, almost to smell the aroma of your beauty. And we transition to snake sheds its skin. And so as we inhale, we exhale, and we offer our heart, offer our beauty. And as we inhale, we let our hands drop down, squeeze your glutes, let your pelvis come forward, your belly, your heart, your neck, your throat come forward as you undulate. Now gather, 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 gather the sun, the abundance of summer, the solar golden love of abundance and energy. And like a snake, open your mouth and swallow it whole. Swallow your saliva and let your hands float down. And as you do, you're filling yourself up with so much love and so much light and so much nourishment and manna that it's so full and there's so much pressure that the old must come out. And as it comes out, you simply shed your skin. Shed your skin, release from the inside, shed your skin from the outside. The old must be released. There's no room for that anymore. It's going anyway, so let it go. Backs of your hands sweep around. Unfurl your spine as you rise up, as you trace your hands. They trace up the center of your body, right to your clavicles. Your hands drop. You open your hands and you return back to your heart. And because you are now so full of light and you have released a final layer, something in you activates. Something in you awakens, something in you stirs, and it's time for you to bring your feet together, soften your knees, open your eyes, and look and gather your circle, swimming dragon, 3 circles around the moon. You are gathering your resources, your friends, your magic, your supplies, your materials, your equipment, your tools, everything you need. Bringing it to your center. Inhale, exhale, fingertips rise the side of your head as your gaze goes down to the diagonal in the opposite direction. Circle your hands over your head, top of your head, and now down the other side of your head as your hands are on one side of your head and you look the opposite direction. Slide through, point your fingers, slide through your throat, activating your voice. Fingers go in one direction, eyes and hips the other. Keep your hands close to your body, your elbows close to your body, touching your body. Turn your hands over. Sweep through your heart. Hands in one direction, eyes in the other. Turn your hands over. Sweep down below your lower dantian. Hands in one direction, eyes and hip the other as you continue to rise, now sweeping through your heart again and through your throat, through your voice. And then the side of your head, and now lift up onto your toes if possible. In your own practice, stay here as long as you can. For now, we're going to use our middle finger and draw down the light. Draw it down, the light through your upper dantian, down through your middle dantian, and bring this light down into your lower dantian. And hold your hands in a lower downward facing triangle. Soften your hands, soften your knees, soften your body. Breathe deep down, anchoring your breath, and letting your attention come down, filling this space. Inhale, fingers return to heart center. Open your eyes. Exhale, going the other direction. Inhale, making a big circle. Gather your circle, gather your power, gather your health, your wealth, your vitality. Gather yourself here. Gather all that you need. Harvest it. Receive it. Inhale, exhale, going the other direction. Fingertips rise at a diagonal as you look over your shoulder. Hands trace and circle over the top of your head and down to the other side of your head, making a circle. Fingertips slide through your throat, hands one direction, hips the other. Elbows touching your body. Turn your hands over. Slide your hands through your heart space as your hands go one direction. Head and hips the other. Turn your hands over. Slide through the lower portion of your body. Hands in one direction, head and hips the other. Turn your hands over, circling back up through your heart and now through your voice. Inhaling, hands rise up the side of your head, up the center channel, and lift. Middle finger, grasp the light. Inhale. Draw this light down. Open your body to receive. as you draw this light down through these three treasures, these three Dantiens, all the way down into your lower Dantien, and simply breathe. Allow yourself to receive. Allow this light to pour down into you. From here, we dip down into the waterfall. Hands open, dip into the water. You gently rise up as your hands are connecting with the water, collecting this beautiful, fresh water of the waterfall as you lift your hands, filling your meridians of the palms of your hands and fingers. Pinky finger gently touches your third eye, your ring finger, your middle finger, your first finger, and your thumb. As the first pass, you just gently slide your hands around your mouth, down your throat, down the central line of your body, all the way down as your mind follows your fingertips all the way down, down to your pelvic floor, and then you spiral your hands back out and you scoop into the water again, and you fill yourself. Fill your body, replenish, restore, remember, all the way down. Wow. Down, scooping up this time, pour it into your mouth and swallow. Down, scooping it up, pouring it into your heart, and letting it fill you, fill your cup, water your garden. Scooping, filling your solar plexus area all the way. Scooping down now and filling your lower dantian. We'll just do this a few times, filling your lower dantian. One more. Filling your lower dantian, resting your hands over, softening, stepping out. This is the primary part of what you're learning tonight. This is called Phoenix Flying. I'm realizing this form is getting much longer than it's a wealth here. Hands open. Hold the Qi ball. As you lift this Qi ball up a little bit, imagine it's like a Qi ball of fabric, and lower the fabric down as if you're setting it on a table, and spread the fabric out as if you're removing all the wrinkles. And then we gather the fabric, and there's a gentle rise as you create a ball, and then you lower the fabric onto the table and you spread it out. This is a way to recover and to harmonize and to connect with your body, your center, with the earth center. Flying Phoenix is all about healthy boundaries. The flying phoenix is the one that has survived the fire, right? It's rising above the flames. And so this phoenix needs to learn to fly. So in order to do that, when your hands return to the Qi ball, this time we're about to fly. So I'm holding the Qi ball and I'm letting my elbows lead as I inhale. I open my wings. And then as I exhale, I sink down, close my wings. Leading from my elbows, I open my wings. I inhale and rise. And as I exhale, I sink down. One more time, open my wings. And now from here, I let my hands come up. This is about healthy boundaries. This is me in full wingspan, standing tall, rooted, lifted. I have been through a lot. I have arrived here, full wingspan. When I speak, it is heard. These are my healthy boundaries. I am clear. You do not wonder what I'm saying because what I said, what I mean. And I'm holding the line and I have been called and I am standing up for something. And there's a time when you don't have to hold it so tight all the time. You can soften. So turn your palms down. All right, it's like turn the volume down. You're still full wingspan, but you don't have to be like rigid about it. Let go a little bit. Soften. It's okay. And now it's also time for you to just drop your elbows and sink and draw yourself back inside yourself. You're not collapsing, you're not crumbling, yet you're holding your structure and you're coming inside yourself. It just doesn't happen to be your turn. You don't have to be the center of attention at every moment. You maintain your integrity, but you're also quiet. You've gotten a little bit smaller and you're inside yourself now. And then when the time is right, you stand up because you've been called. Now you know it's your turn to speak. It's your turn to share your truth. It's your turn to say what needs to be said. And then you modulate and you soften a little bit. Okay, let it go. This is a boundary in which you can control. And so it doesn't have to be so uptight all the time. And now it's time for you to return to your center. Do not collapse. Come inside, hold your structure, just make yourself a little bit smaller. And now stand up, speak your truth. Hold the line, don't wobble. Now soften, let some things go. It doesn't have to be such a big deal. One more time inside yourself. And poo, you know when it's right. You know, hold the ground. Soften. And now not only do you soften, you humble yourself, you come down and you gather the earth. The earth is supporting you. You gather. And when you rise up, you cross your hands like that crossing, holding this healthy boundary. This is your inner gate and outer gates are activated. There's space between your heart. Your fingers are alert. You're active, holding yourself in your healthy boundary. Now, the humble warrior, you soften your head, you lower your head, and you go ahead and press right at your clavicle. You know these points, these lung points, and massage right here. These are the points for grief. A flying phoenix is flying out of the fire. And so there is grief, there is sadness, there is loss. And so take a moment to honor yourself with that, with whatever you're going through. But yet you're not collapsed. You're humble and you have spaciousness and you're honoring yourself. You're not crumbling while you're tending to your grief. And now rest the palms of your hands on those points as if to give your heart. We know the palms of our hands open to our heart opens in the palms of our hands. So rest your heart here. Love yourself. Give yourself exactly what you need here. Honor, acknowledge, listen, witness, support, compassion. Taking a nice deep breath in and a nice exhale out. And with an inhale in, inhale, and as if your hands are magnets, pull out the residue, the old magnetic filaments of the false shields that are ready to be released. Now bring your palms centered. Now bring your palms hand over hand over to the top of your head in your own alignment. Now turn your palms to something bigger than you, something greater. And now open yourself. Open yourself to something bigger, something greater, something new, something beautiful. And turn your palms back down to the earth. Back to that Qi ball. Elbows lead, flap your wings, rise. Learn to fly, my love. Think. Learn to fly. Think. Learn to fly. Palms up, fingers up. Hold your ground. Speak your truth in alignment, in your center, with integrity and clarity and great love. Soften. Turn down the volume. Still healthy boundaries, but not so rigid. Return to yourself. Do not crumble. Make yourself smaller. Come inside yourself until the time is right, and you'll know when it's right because you're called to stand up, stand for, stand out, hold it, and soften and return to your center. And press out, hold the boundary, hold the line. Soften, modulate your response so it's appropriate. Out, soften down to the earth. Become grounded and practical and confident and hold yourself in this field of protection as you humbly honor yourself. You don't have to massage, just place your palms over those points. Humble warrior, tuck your chin, breathe in, breathe out. Whew. Tend to yourself, breathe in, remove, pull your hands out, remove anything and everything that's ready to be released. Allow palms over palms, palms over your crown. Connect with something bigger than yourself and open. Open and soften. One more time in silence, just because you're learning this. Fly. I say silence from here on out. Qi Ball. Spread the fabric out. Give it all to Gaia. This is your integration, connecting your center with the earth. Completing for today. Hands float up. Hands float down, pulling down the heavens, integrating this beautiful practice, integrating this practical practice of creating healthy boundaries, learning to modulate your response, how to not collapse even when we're drawing inside ourselves, even when we're softening our edges, and how to not be rigid even when we're called to hold the line. Inhaling up and exhaling down, completing, integrating, smoothing out this experience so we can move into the next thing that we're about to do. Next one, hands and feet come together, and this time let your hands float down completely on their own, letting gravity do all the work. And as they do, they're carrying the chi down, so your shen is up, your mind is bright, your heart is open, your body is relaxed, and you are complete, drawing this into your belly, making a circle in one direction and the other direction, integrating for just a moment. This was a longer practice today. As we bow out, right hand makes a fist. Learn how to hold the line when you need to, and left hand covers it. Learn how to come inside yourself without collapsing as we return to our heart and we give a humble bow. We bow to each other. In the practice, we bow to everything that's unfolded. We bow to our teachers' teachers, and the teacher within. Drawing this to our heart, and we do not store it here. We bring it down into our belly as we cross the threshold. We rub it in, we shake it off. And in your journal and in your question, it's what are healthy boundaries? Where are you needing more boundaries? Where are your boundaries too rigid and maybe they can soften? What is the difference between coming inside yourself and crumbling? What is the difference between softening and crumbling? Do you have healthy boundaries? Those are the types of questions I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your practice.